Okay, so let's take a look at how you can use ChatGPT as a dummy data generator that generates data in CSV format. So I already tried one example with a JSON file. I want to repeat that for CSV. I want to separate these sessions so that you can focus on the only one that you like. Okay, so when you sign up to ChatGPT, you may get into those waiting lists. If you are going for free account, if you are going for paid account, then there is no issue and you can directly get in, right? So once you sign up, get access, you will find dashboard that looks like this. In near future it could be looking different because each year style may change, but here you will find your prompt that looks like this. Now here I will zoom in on it and you will be able to look at this. So I want you to act as a dummy data generator, right? And I want to tell it that generate 10 lines of following dummy data. Now we will give some columns: name, age, right? Then profession, company, and salary, right? Now here you can see your result should contain a headers row, right? And the important thing is we want this data format in CSV. So the data format must be in a CSV data, right? So you can find this in a tabular kind of format, right? You don't need any dimensions here considering we are dealing with CSV. You can see that JSON XML usually requires your dimension, but here that is not the case, right? So let's take a look at how it will generate that for us. So I will just hit this button or you can hit enter. So here it says, sure, here is a sample of 10 lines of dummy data in CSV format with headers, right? And it will show you that it is purely fictional and should not be used for any real life purpose. Notice that it is making use of Mathematica code format for displaying CSV. Last time when I did for JSON, it was showing me a CSS because of the curly brackets. Usually you will find with CSS. Now in case of CSV, you will notice that it has managed to preserve the top header: ID, name, age, profession, company, salary. Then there is comma for each entry within that particular tabular format. So if you enter this into some of the softwares that has spreadsheet like interface, you would able to convert the CSV into that tabular format. There is also option for converting CSV into your SQL data or within your SQL table. So you may take advantage of that particular part, right? Now here you may notice that the data, though it is random, it is kind of like making use of real names. Some are fictional, as you can see, John Doe, Jane Smith, but other seems to be going to be conflicting. So you may want to change that to some generic ones if you are trying to avoid playing with real names. As you notice, this is a fictional data, right? Now one more thing about cleaning up this particular data and trying to get a particular set of values. For example, let's say I want this particular data where the salary range should be like from 10k to 70k capped. Then you will have exactly that sort of data. Also I will have particular range of age, for example 25 to capped at 65. I can narrow it down and have exactly that data. Okay, for that I can show you how that works. Use the above data and limit the age range from 25 to 65 randomly, right? Then also use the salary range starting from 10,000 to 90,000 randomly, right? You can also assume that the profession replace the profession of the entries specific to non-technical professions. Let's see if it manages to filter like that, right? Also, we didn't add any country or so it is more of a generic data. So let's run this. Let's see what it does. Sure, here is a modified version of previous data with limited age range. Random salary range replace profession for non-technical roles. Notice that none of the age exceeds 65, none of the age go below 25. Okay, we got success in that. Second salary range, you will notice that everything is about 25,000 except this last entry where it didn't paid attention, 16,325. So also you'll notice there are two more entries where our salary is kind of not capped properly. So here salary starting from 10,000. Okay, so we didn't add the range properly. I was expecting about 15,000, but it is managed to put that clearly as the query given. So I think we got the data exactly how we wanted. Okay, notice that marketing, operation, product manager, sales, graphics, project, accountant, software engineers is where it fails. So there are a few things to just go over, but other than that, everything looks good to me. We managed to generate the dummy data in CSV format.